Good morning and welcome. This is SunRISE with Dr. Khanna. It's a news bite for anybody ages 10 to 25 years old, brought to you by Khanna for Kids, Khanna for Kids, for Kids, .com. It's a good morning message, a little news bite, a snippet of the news for today's youth. We're on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a little bit after 9 o'clock. Please join us here at Khanna at Facebook.com. Khanna for Kids, Facebook.com, Khanna for Kids. And Dr. Khanna is an attorney. He is a child safety advocate, a servant of the underserved, champion of the nonprofit Voice of the Kids. And we've just launched a very important initiative. It is the Post-Incarceration Juvenile Justice Reformation Act initiative. And the short version of that is returningyouth.com. Please visit us at returningyouth.com to help provide post-incarcerated young adults housing, training along the required medical, psychological assistance they need in order to get a job, get a career, get back on their feet, and be a valuable part of society. We want to improve these people's lives because guess what? When we do that, we reduce crime at the same time because there's about a 90%, 80 to 90% recidivism rate, rearrest rate for these young people over a 9-year period. So people may think, well, this doesn't affect me. It does affect you. So please go to returningyouth.com. Today, we're going to talk about corruption. This is Anti-Corruption Day. I bet you didn't know there was a such thing as Anti-Corruption Day, but there is. Good morning, Dr. Khanna. We look forward to hearing about Anti-Corruption Day.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, the audience. And good morning. Today is December 9th, Wednesday, nice and sunny. I also did not know until last night that there is such a day called Anti-Corruption Day. So young adults, it is very important for all of you to know what is Anti-Corruption Day and what happens on this day. Why United Nations in 2003 declared this day as an International Anti-Corruption Day. Well, for obvious reason, that is for raising public awareness for anti-corruption. You know what corruption is? Corruption is defined in the dictionary as dishonest or fraudulent conduct. Are we familiar with that? Dishonesty and fraudulent conduct? Yes. That's going up and up every single day, right? So some people define corruption as abuse of entrusted power for private gain. So anything you abuse, whether you abuse the Constitution, you abuse the law, you abuse somebody's trust, that also is part of corruption. Usually those power, why they're corrupted, why it's called corruption? Because they achieve for their personal gain, for their goals. Corruption comes in many forms. And we heard this word corruption, right? Bribery, price fixing, embezzlement of funds, all these things going on today's world are all called corruption. And you know what? I was surprised to know, and I'm sure you will be surprised to know, that United Nations have a statistic. They found out the data that $1 trillion is paid in bribes every year. $1 trillion. You all must be thinking what this corruption has to do with us, right? Well, corruption affects the social, political, and economic development of the entire nation. It helps to bring the government and destroys the businesses down. So this is what affects. So it's going to affect you, it's going to affect me, everybody when this corruption goes up. That means bribery, price fixing, and embezzlement of funds happens, that means the crime goes up. There's an economical disbalance happens. So why are we going to celebrate this Anti-Corruption Day? What is the purpose of this? Why am I bringing this up? Well, I think whatever is going on today in 2020, since pandemic and after the election, whatever is happening today, this could be part of the corruption. This is part of the abuse of the power. So if we all get together and go against this corruption. So what United Nations did in past several years, they have a theme called United Against Corruption. So let us all unite together and go against corruption. And how do we do that? Well, we tell everybody about this awareness. We tell them what happens. So Gary actually asked this morning, how can we link this to the initiative which we are doing, that is returningyouth.com? How can we see that we all can united and get this corruption down in this particular initiative? Well, we all know that these young adults, those who are coming out of incarceration, they go back to the jail within 3 to 9 months. Why? Because the society rejects, the job rejects, family rejects, everybody rejects, and they don't get love. But most importantly, what happens is some system wants them back so that there is a economical gain for certain businesses. I would not going to name them, but I'm sure you all are smart enough to understand that somebody is making money out of this recidivism. Because these young adults, when they go back, at the time, they make money for their personal gain, which affects the society. If these young adults do not go back, that means we are reducing the crime. If there is less crime, then certain sector, certain economical businesses, they get affected. So we are going to make a difference by enforcing these young adults, those are coming out of incarceration, by giving them love, by giving them housing, by giving them a job, train them for their career, and make them, or I would say, use the word, get them out of the mental incarceration and transform them to be a better citizen, then this crime rate is going to go down. And that's how we can unite against corruption. So let us work together and let us support this initiative so that today, being the Anti-Corruption Day, we declare that this returning youth can unite along with us and go against corruption. Because citizens of United States and around the world, they can take action on this and they can make this movement possible and successful. So always work together and make a corrupt-free United States. And then we can work on the corrupt-free world. I'm sure a lot of young adults around the world is listening to this. So we can all work together and make this world a corrupt-free. So let us work together again and let us get dishonesty and illegal activities completely, kick them out. And united, the theme is united against corruption. And the only way we can do it, if we all work together. And young adults, you all are the future of this country. You are the future of this world. So let us make you part of the system, which is called United Against Corruption, that campaign and let us move together. Then thank you very much for listening to this. So young adults, please let's work and make this country a best country in the world. God bless and have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you, Dr. Khanna. And I do want to talk about the initiative that we have here, and we're very excited about our holiday party. And here's a picture of it. Just want to share it. So please, if you're interested, join us next for our virtual holiday dinner to help returning youth out of incarceration get back on their feet. It's Thursday, December 17th, $100 a plate. Go to returningyouth.com, returningyouth.com, and please join us because it's virtual. We'll mail you a dinner, and you can cook it and we can eat it together. We're excited about that. We'll see you this Friday on SunRISE with Dr. Khanna. We appreciate everything. Returningyouth.com. 'Tis a season to be jolly. God bless you.
Thank you very much.